Welcome, friends. Welcome back to a live episode of the Essence of Tea podcast. I am so glad you're here watching today live. We will be having this on our audio podcast next week. But for those of you catching us live, watching us on YouTube, watching us on LinkedIn, watching us on Facebook, say hello in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from. And thank you so much for joining me today. Hopefully you're having a cup of tea. I'm about to make myself a fabulous cup of tea. Technically, it's a tisane. It has no caffeine in it. And it's a creation that I had made recently. It's called our Unicorn Lemonade. And it is really amazing because this is just going back to the root ingredients, the foundational ingredients that are the basis of all teas around the world, raw ingredients, right? So today I'll be showing you this really fun drink that we make at Sipping Streams Tea Company, and also the health benefits. For those of you who have watched or listened to our tea podcast, The Essence of Tea, you know I specialize in tea education. That is my passion. This is why I'm here. And I love sharing with you more than just what tastes great. Of course, we want to taste things that taste wonderful and delicious, but we want to also pair that, complement that with the health benefits. So let me get started right now because I do need to steep this butterfly pea flower. So we're going to use 3 simple ingredients: butterfly pea flower, our Sipping Streams Lavender Creamed Honey, and lemon juice. That's it. So I've got my butterfly pea flower. I'm going to steep it in this little cup, and I'm going to make it into a concentrate. And I'm just going to boil up my hot water right now, get it at boiling hot water. I got my cup of ice, right? Super fun, cute cup of ice. Because I'm going to make an iced tea essentially, but it's a tisane technically because it has no tea in it. It's not made from the Camellia sinensis plant. It is made from this flower that is grown in Thailand. It's also grown in China, and it's this bright, brilliant blue colored flower that has antioxidants in it. It's caffeine free, and it has anti-glycation properties to it, which is super powerful. And it also has some relaxing properties to it too. So just helping you with like calm, relaxing, going to sleep. It doesn't have melatonin in it like chamomile does, but it does help you with like calming and relaxing, especially when you pair it with the lavender creamed honey that we make here at Sipping Stream. So I got my water boiling, and I'm going to steep it in my 10-ounce cup here. And I'm just going to make it into a concentrate, and you'll start to notice I pour my water over my flowers to steep it so it can get all incorporated in the hot water and start extracting its essence, its nutrients, its properties. And you can already see it's already turning bright blue. So I'm actually going to want to try to get this to be a dark blue color. And this was like a limited edition tea bag that we had made. We specialize in loose leaf teas at Sipping Streams Tea Company, but we also have our own pyramid tea bag machine. So we wholesale our teas to over 200 locations across the country. But this was a limited run for our Christmas advent calendar for last year. And so I had some leftover butterfly pea flower. So in case you're wondering, like, oh my goodness, she's using leftover tea, like, why would she use leftover tea? Well, the shelf life of tea is 3 to 5 years, so it is plenty fresh still. Also, most people, they don't realize that most pyramid tea bags are made out of nylon, which is like a type of plastic. Ours is actually a corn-based PLA material, so it's all compostable, and it's also non-GMO. But you can already see it's getting really, really dark. We want to make that as dark as possible. So butterfly pea flower is this beautiful, bright, brilliant blue color flower. It's been used for hundreds of years, especially in Thailand, where they'll drink it with some honey right after dinner, kind of like a dessert, and just help them relax, and you just turn down the night. And it's caffeine free, so it's great. But what's really amazing in it is that it has anti-glycation properties, which calm and relax the cells in your body to help with smoothing out the cells and helping it essentially like wrinkles from the sun. And so that anti-glycation property is used in a lot of, creams, skin creams, things like that. And I don't actually use much of any of that. Maybe I use some sunscreen, but for me, a lot of people say, "Oh, wow, why does your skin look so healthy?" Honestly, it's mostly my diet. So if I'm not eating very well, you can usually kind of tell um, if I don't have the greatest diet. But I kind of go through these phases because for me, food is nutrients. So, in the anti-glycation properties, it helps with fighting wrinkles and regenerating smooth, relaxed skin cells, which is really important. But more importantly than that, the basis of that is the hydration, the water content. So, I've taught this many times before that you need to be consuming half of your body weight in liquid ounces. So that's a lot. If you weigh 200 pounds, you might have to consume 100 fluid ounces. Now, is that hard? Actually, it's not really that hard. So, it takes you practice to build up that routine, that habit. And sometimes it's really easy if you're drinking a tea or tisane because it tastes good. So if you don't like plain water, you can have a tea or tisane without any sugar or any milk or anything like that. Just drink it plain, especially if it's a high quality one, it will just taste good. So we've steeped this. It is super, super strong. You see that? It's dark, dark blue. You can't even see through it anymore, right? So I'm going to put in our raw Alaskan fireweed creamed honey that we actually infuse whole lavender flowers in it. So there's actually lavender flowers in it. So it's even more relaxing, more calming. And just a teaspoon of raw honey a day will actually help you fight allergies. So that's the benefit of raw local honey to wherever you are. We're in Alaska. Most of the plants are all the same throughout the state except for Southeast Alaska, and there's not a lot of honeybees in Southeast Alaska, or beekeepers anyways. And those will be more of like a rainforest type of ferns, type of plants. That will be very different than interior or even near Anchorage and in the peninsula. So a lot of the plants in the Anchorage area are very similar to the ones that are here in the interior of Alaska and Fairbanks, where I'm located. But a teaspoon a day of honey will significantly reduce your allergies if it's raw and not pasteurized, and that it's local to your location. Now, we don't grow lavender flowers in Alaska, not very well anyways. We have a very short growing season outdoors, but the lavender is going to help with calmness, with relaxation, decreasing stress, things like that. So this is a great fun lemonade to have right before bed. Or if you've got finals, tax season, deadlines you're about to miss, maybe this might be something that's cooling, calming, and also just relaxing. So we're going to make it into an iced tea today for our unicorn lemonade. And what's really cool about butterfly pea flower is that when you add an acid to it, like lemon juice, this is just straight up lemon juice, it is actually going to change the color because the pH changes in there. So we just infused, and so that way, when you mix the raw honey in something warm, it dissolves evenly throughout the beverage, which is really important. I know some of you have asked me before in person at trade shows, like, how do you get your sugar to dissolve and not be all crunchy and everything like that in your cup of tea? And part of that has to do with the temperature difference. So it has to do with the food science. And at Sipping Streams, we're also a restaurant. And my parents are retired chefs. So I grew up in the restaurant industry. They had a restaurant when I was a kid. And so these kind of questions are ones that are, for me, really easy to answer because I've been dealing with food and mixology and so many different things for so long, even just as a hobby and just being around that environment. So I've already melted in this raw Alaskan fireweed honey that has whole lavender flowers in it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to add something a little fun that isn't necessarily any health benefits, but just makes it a little bit more magical, like a unicorn. I have these like edible glitter things that are that just kind of it's sprinkles, actually, edible glitter sprinkles. I'm going to put it in my cup here. So when I pour it over it, it's going to kind of give it that magical look to it. So let's see. And so you might be able to see some of the glitter, and it's going to start dissolving in there because this tea or this tisane is really, really hot. So right now it is blue. It is very, very blue. And another important thing that we're adding, an ingredient that we're adding to this, is the lemon juice. Now, this is straight up lemon juice. This isn't country time. This is not some lemonade mix. This is actually from lemons. You know, it's going to give you the benefits of lemons, just like limes, just like oranges. And you know that for those citrus fruits, there's a lot of high vitamin C. Now, vitamin C is very important. Not for fighting off a cold necessarily. I mean, it might be able to help a little bit. It has some antioxidants in it. But what's really important about vitamin C is that it helps with healing cells and helping with cellular regeneration and healthy cells. So again, really great for your skin, helps with the collagen of your skin, helps you fight off wrinkles, the same thing that the anti-glycation properties of butterfly pea flower do. So it's going to help you with really nice skin, but not just that, but from the inside out. Even your artery walls, as you're getting older, as you're aging, you want it to help aid the healing of the cracks of your artery walls in your body. So helping with your cardiovascular system, all sorts of, and that's also why they highly recommend vitamin C for pregnant women, because they're generating a lot of cells, right? There's a lot of stretching, a lot of growing damage that's happening, but also regeneration. So vitamin C is really, really important for your body for healing of your cells. So we got our butterfly pea flower with our lavender creamed honey in there. So 1 teaspoon goes a long ways. It's going to help you fight local allergies, and it's also going to have a calming effect for you too. And it is very, very sweet. I didn't have to add more sprinkles. I just wanted to have like this magical look of like the glitter in there. But really what's fun next is combining this. So all together, this unicorn lemonade made with real lemon juice, just needs like 2 ounces, like a shot of it in there, is going to help you so much with your skin, with healing. And with that, it helps with prevention of breakdown, right? Because you're boosting your body. So I know some people might be on certain diets that don't allow them to have citrus fruits, but you really do need to have vitamin C in your body for healing damaged cells. So as we go into summer soon, and as you're getting out there in the sun, you need to think about your hobbies, your moments in life, and through that we age. And so what are you going to do? Something fun, an iced tea essentially with the butterfly pea flower, and it's going to start turning pink. And you can already see it turning purple and pink. So it has a very interesting flavor because this is going to be lavender lemonade essentially. And it's just the perfect sweetness with all this tartness of a whole shot of lemon juice. You can put fresh squeezed lemons in this if you like, but you don't have to. And if you just use whatever's in your cupboard. Now, you know, country time, I don't think there's a single ounce of lemons in country time lemonade mix, but you know, you can get the flavor, but think about the raw ingredients and going back to the roots, the foundation of why people consume different foods. Great quality ingredients will make great, delicious beverages and food that we eat. So hopefully you really enjoyed this episode of our Unicorn Lemonade. If you're wanting to learn more about tea, we're going to have a free workshop. It's called the Immune Boosting Tea Workshop. That Immune Boosting Tea Workshop is starting in May, the very first week of May, and it's an absolutely free workshop. If you want to learn more about the health benefits of tea, different things that tea can do for you, how it boosts your immune system in a physiological aspect, especially if you have autoimmune diseases too, I definitely cover those in there. For healing, just for fun recipes, definitely join us today. You can just text immune. You see right there, immune. Text immune to this phone number. It's my texting community. It's 206-339-4587. That's text immune, the word immune, all one word, to 206-339-4587. And you can sign up with the link that we send you there. It's absolutely free. It comes with a workbook. It's for 5 days and you don't want to miss it. It's been very, very impactful to a lot of people in learning more about tea and learning about the health benefits of tea and how to use tea. So for health and wellness. So definitely join us today, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. Thank you.